Habit number 1. Keep your sentences short. A lot of beginners think fluent English means long, complicated sentences. It doesn't. Native speakers use short sentences all the time. I'm tired. Let's go. That works. Short sentences said with confidence sound more fluent than long sentences said with hesitation. So don't wait until you can build a perfect, complex sentence before you speak. Start simple and say it clearly. Think about how children learn their first language. They don't start with long sentences either. They start with 2 or 3 words, and it still gets the message across. The same thing works for you. A short, clear sentence spoken confidently will always sound better than a long one spoken with a lot of and hesitation. So next time you want to say something, don't build it up in your head first. Just say the short version. You can always add more later. Habit number 2, keep talking even after a mistake. This is a big one. A lot of learners stop mid-sentence the moment they say something wrong. They freeze, apologize, and restart. But here's the thing, native speakers make mistakes too, and they just keep going. Nobody stops a conversation because of one wrong word. If you say, "I go to the store yesterday," instead of "I went," just keep talking. The person listening will still understand you. What breaks fluency isn't the mistake itself, it's stopping because of it. Every time you pause to fix something small, you lose your rhythm, and rhythm is a huge part of sounding fluent. So train yourself to notice the mistake, let it go, and keep moving forward in the sentence. You can fix small errors later when you're reviewing your own speaking, but in the moment, momentum matters more than perfection. Habit number 3, answer questions with a full sentence, not just one word. When someone asks, "Do you like coffee?" a lot of beginners just say, "Yes." That's correct, but it's a dead end, and it doesn't give you any speaking practice. Instead, try, "Yeah, I really like coffee, especially in the morning." Now you're actually using the language, not just confirming something. This habit does 2 things. First, it gives your mouth more practice with every single question you answer. Second, it keeps conversations alive, because a full sentence usually invites the other person to ask something else. One-word answers end conversations. Full sentences continue them. So the next time someone asks you a simple yes or no question, challenge yourself to add just one more piece of information. Habit number 4, repeat words you don't fully know yet. When you hear a new word or phrase, don't just understand it and move on. Say it out loud, right away, even if you're alone. If you hear someone say, "I'm exhausted," and you understand what it means, but you've never said it yourself, repeat it immediately. "I am exhausted." Say it 2 or 3 times. This closes the gap between words you recognize and words you can actually use. A lot of learners have huge vocabularies in their head that they never say out loud. Recognizing a word and being able to produce it are 2 completely different skills. Speaking closes that gap fast, but only if you actually do it in the moment, not later when you've forgotten the word. Habit number 5, describe things using comparisons you already know. If you don't know a word, don't stop talking. Describe it instead. It's like a small computer, but for your wrist, instead of struggling to remember smartwatch. This is actually a skill native speakers use naturally too. It's called circumlocution, and it keeps you talking even when your vocabulary has a gap. Beginners often think they need to know the exact word before they can speak about something. That's not true. What you need is a way to keep the sentence going. Comparing something to what you already know is one of the easiest ways to do that, and honestly, it works in real conversations, not just practice. 5 habits so far, and honestly, they're the foundation, but there's a second set of habits that takes things even further, and Jake's about to walk you through them.
All right, habit number 6. Mimic the speaker you just heard right after they finish. This builds directly on what Jenna just said. So the moment someone says something to you, in real life or in a video, repeat their sentence quietly under your breath. using their exact rhythm. If they say, "I'm exhausted," with a certain tone, you say it back the same way. This does something interesting. It trains your ear and your mouth at the exact same time, using real, natural speech instead of textbook sentences. Most textbook English sounds too clean, too perfect. Real speech has contractions, fast connected words, natural stress. Mimicking real speakers right in the moment teaches you patterns you'd never learn from a book. Habit number 7. Ask follow-up questions in every conversation. This one is simple but powerful. After you answer something, ask something back. "I'm good, thanks. How about you?" "Yeah, I've been there. Have you?" This keeps you actively producing language instead of just reacting. A lot of learners focus so much on answering correctly that they forget conversations go both directions. Asking questions also takes pressure off you because now the other person is talking too, giving you a small break while you listen and prepare your next response. It's a habit that makes conversations feel more like conversations and less like a test. Habit number 8. Use filler time instead of silence. When you need a second to think, don't go quiet. Silence makes you sound stuck, even if you're not. Instead, use small sounds and phrases that native speakers actually use. Let me think. That's a good question. These aren't just filler for no reason. They buy you time while still keeping the conversation moving. A silent pause feels awkward to the other person. A filled pause feels natural, like you're actually thinking, which you are. So next time you need a second, don't panic and go quiet. Just say, let me think about that, while your brain catches up. Habit number 9. Talk through your plans before you do them. Before you cook, before you leave the house, before a meeting, say out loud what you're about to do. Okay, first I'm going to chop the onions, then I'll heat the pan. This is different from just describing things in the moment. This is planning ahead out loud, which uses future tense and sequencing words naturally. First, then, after that. It's one of the easiest ways to practice organizing your thoughts in English before you actually need to use them in a real situation, like explaining a plan to someone else. Habit number 10. Exaggerate your intonation on purpose. This one feels strange at first, honestly. A lot of learners speak in a flat tone because it feels safer, less embarrassing. But flat tone is one of the biggest giveaways of non-fluent speech. So when you practice, go bigger than feels natural. Really stress the important word in a sentence. "I really loved that movie." Push the emphasis further than you think you should. Over time, this exaggerated practice settles into a normal, natural rhythm. But if you start too flat, you'll stay too flat. You have to overshoot a little in practice to land in the right place when you're actually speaking. 10 habits total. Pick 2 or 3 that felt the easiest for you and start today. Fluency isn't one big leap. It's small habits repeated enough times that they stop feeling like effort at all.